This is it. 32 kilometres, the long run, the backbone of marathon training, the test that tells you who you really are. If you're training for a marathon, these runs aren't optional. They're the foundation of everything, but they're more than just training. They're a lesson, a challenge, a journey, and sometimes they're a battle. People see the race, the medal, the finish line, but what they don't see, the part that really matters, is this: the quiet, lonely miles. The mornings where you'd rather stay in bed. The moments when your body says stop and you have to decide if you'll keep going. This is where the real work happens. This is where marathons are won. So let's talk about why these runs are so important physically. The obvious reason is endurance. Your body has to get used to running for hours. Every step is teaching your muscles, your heart, and even your bones how to handle the stress of 42.2 kilometres. Long runs train your body to burn fuel more efficiently. They build the mental and physical toughness that you rely on when you hit that marathon wall. They also strengthen your running form, because when you're exhausted, your body starts looking for shortcuts, and that's when injuries happen. These runs teach you how to hold yourself together, even when you're breaking down. And let's not forget the mental side of it. When you're deep into a marathon, when the crowds fade, and it's just you and the road, it's your mind that keeps you moving. Long runs prepare you for that moment. They teach you how to embrace the discomfort, how to push through when it feels impossible. Because on race day, the mental training is just as important as the miles in your legs. But let's be honest, running isn't just about training plans and race paces. If it was, we wouldn't be out here doing this. There's something more, something deeper. Long runs strip everything away. Out here, it's just you, your thoughts, and the road. No emails, no notifications, no distractions. Just movement, just effort, just the raw, unfiltered experience of pushing yourself forward. Some days it's pure joy. The miles fly by, the world feels wide open, and you remember exactly why you love this sport. Other days, it's hard, really hard. Your legs feel heavy, your mind is screaming at you to stop, and every step feels like a fight. And then there are those special days when it's both. The struggle and the freedom, the exhaustion and the exhilaration, all at once. And that's the magic of the long run. It meets you exactly where you are. It doesn't care how your week has been, how much stress you're carrying, or what's weighing on your mind. It just asks one question: are you willing to keep going? Every runner knows this moment, the point in a run where the doubt creeps in. When you start questioning why you're out here. When your body starts negotiating with your mind. Maybe I should cut this one short. Maybe today isn't my day. But that's exactly why we do these runs. To get to that moment, to feel the doubt, and to learn how to push through it. Because every time you break through that wall, every time you choose to keep going instead of giving in, you're proving something to yourself. You're proving that you're stronger than the excuses, stronger than the fatigue, stronger than the voice telling you to stop. And that carries over into everything. Life is full of long runs, full of moments where quitting feels easier, where the finish line feels too far away. But if you can teach yourself to keep moving out here, you can teach yourself to keep moving anywhere. The long run is more than just training, it's a metaphor for life itself. It teaches patience because you can't rush progress. It teaches resilience because no one gets through a marathon without struggling. It teaches trust in the process, in the work you put in yourself. And maybe that's why so many of us keep coming back to this. Not just for the race, not just for the finish line, but for everything these runs give us. The clarity, the stillness, the chance to step away from the noise and just run. Out here, you learn what you're made of. You learn that you can handle more than you thought. And in a world that's always rushing, always pulling you in a million directions, the long run gives you something rare, a chance to slow down and just be. So, why do we put ourselves through this? Why do we wake up early, lace up, and run for hours when we could be sleeping in? Because every step reminds us that we are capable of more strength, more resilience, more belief in ourselves. Because out here, there are no shortcuts, no filters, no easy way out, just effort, just movement, just the simple, undeniable truth that if you put the work in, you get stronger. And because every long run, no matter how hard, brings us closer to something, to the version of ourselves that we're trying to become, to the start line of our next challenge, to the kind of person who doesn't quit when things get tough. This is why we run long. This is why we keep coming back.
I hope you liked that video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. My name is Paul. I'm a 9-time marathon runner, and what you saw today was footage from today's 32-kilometre long run, and that's part of my training for the Muscat Marathon in a couple of weeks' time. So, see you in the next one.